Welcome back to the Vine Morning Show here on this Monday. I'm Mark. It's great to have you along this morning as the rain's still falling in southern Illinois this morning, but we have a couple of ladies in studio with us this morning. And let's welcome Pat Scarbrough and Catherine Singleton. Ladies, good morning and welcome in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And you guys are here today to talk about an event that's coming up at the First Baptist Church in Fairfield. It's all going to kick off on Saturday, June the 20th, and it's a fundraising event for your program that just finished up. It's called Kingdom Kids. And what are you guys going to be doing that night, guys?
We're actually going to do this, it'll be our second year to do a trivia night. And it'll be a meal, auction, and trivia night contest. All three of those things put together, and that's the money that we raise, we use for Kingdom Kids. It's our after-school program that we offered last year. We're going to offer it again this year, which is free to parents and kids from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock every night after school.
And this is an awesome program because not only are they, all the kids in the area welcome in after school, but free tutoring, homework help. You have activities afterwards,
Absolutely.
And then you feed them afterwards too, and that's a big deal when parents are working late at night because sometimes they may get home late and they don't have a chance to eat till really late. So you get them fed early.
We do. We if anybody's there after 5:30, we go ahead and feed them. So, and then if parents come in, if they're hungry, we feed them as well, or send food home with them, whatever it is that we have. So it's just a great ministry opportunity for us. We had, Any given night last year, we had, up to 70 kids a day and fed sometimes up to 25 and 30 kids a night sometimes. And just whoever was there, we fed and took care of. And we were very blessed. And God's blessed the ministry. And we just pray as we go into next year that continues to do that.
Amen. And that's what the trivia night's going to be about, guys. And it's all going to start at 5 p.m. And Matt Kinney's going to prepare pulled pork sandwiches. And all the trimmings cost is by donation, right?
Cost is $6.
Okay, all right. $6 on
we'll
the cost.
take more.
We'll take more if you want to give us more. We
Sure.
made it 6 so that you might just want to go ahead and give us 10, but whatever you feel led to do. But the cost is $6, and we'll have Matt Kinney's pulled pork and dessert, and then they can stay. You can stay for trivia, or you can stay to watch the auction, participate in the auction, or whatever you want to do.
Now, as far as the trivia teams, how many people are you looking for per team, and how many are you wanting to come and play that night?
Basically,
trivia?
If you ever did a trivia night before, it's however many people you can put together. Generally, teams can be about 8 to 10 people. Easy. That would be a great size team. Eight is a great number for a team. Sometimes people have, a couple extra people, but that's fine. It's basically $10 a person. But, if you're a super smart trivia person and, you and your friend want to come out and you want to be a team of 2, well, we're not opposed to that either.
We'll take your money for that, too.
But the big thing about it is just kind of come out and have fun. We've got, 10 rounds of trivia questions, and we think they're fun trivia questions. Nothing, it's not super hard. There's, for each round, there's maybe one question that's going to be like the stumper, but for the most part, we think
I've seen all the questions and answered pretty decently when I got to see them. So I think people will be able to handle it.
Now, do you make up the trivia questions, or do you?
I did the trivia questions.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I spent a few months of just kind of random things when something would happen. It'd be like, oh, okay, that'd be a good category for trivia.
Oh, wow.
And then kind of come up with them. And we've got some picture categories this year, which we've never done. And we have different ideas, and it's pretty exciting, really.
So picture category trivia, that will be fun.
It's a fun thing, I think.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got to see all the categories as she would get them finished and answer them and that kind of thing, and it's fun. I think people will enjoy it.
Yeah. Now you mentioned numerous items to be auctioned off between rounds, and that's got to be some pretty good stuff you guys have lined up,
we
right?
Did. Catherine spent months gathering up free items, and we have basically just a lot of different packages we put together for baskets. There's a lot of tickets. There's tickets to the Evansville Otters, tickets to the St. Louis Cardinals, tickets to the SIU Salukis football, basketball, and women's basketball. There's Southern Illinois Miners.
There's Holiday World tickets.
Oh, wow,
Sky Zone tickets, movie theater tickets.
Tickets for Chicago for
Shedd Aquarium and the Museum of Science and Industry. Raging Rivers Water Park. Memphis Red. Did we say Memphis Redbirds?
No, you didn't say them.
And a one-night stay at the Drury Inn.
Oh, then Memphis.
You can choose
either. Wow.
Whatever you want to do, but we put that together.
Sure.
The Redbirds and the Drury Inn, and there's other things too. River City Rascals, Botanical Gardens in St. Louis.
Wow.
The Symphony in St. Louis.
You guys have been busy putting these packages together, and there's some great packages there.
I think so. I mean, there's several things that I'm thinking I wouldn't mind doing, and then
me too.
And
we
then
have an Evansville package with the night in the Tropicana, which we had that last year. That was one of our biggest auction items last year. But we have tickets, 2 sets of Cardinal tickets.
Right.
Some different things like that. So it's a great, and what we're going to do is between rounds of trivia that we're going to auction off an item in between. So even if you don't do trivia, come out and watch. It's fun to watch because you can sit back there and laugh at the people who don't know answers that they should know. But then you can also bid on something, you know. And then it's just a good night of fellowship too. I mean, we're hoping to have a big crowd out, and I think we got 6 or 7 teams signed up so far.
Roughly, yeah.
About that, like that. And I think last year we had about 10. So
about
that's what we're aiming for.
I was going to ask you, is that what you're aiming for?
Yeah.
Can you go higher than that?
Absolutely, yeah. We can fit probably about 20 in there, but.
Yeah.
But we'd like to have 10 to make a good competition out of it.
Sure.
But I really feel like just looking at the questions and just looking at the people that we had last year, that the scores will be good this year, and the difference will probably be just a few points one way or the other.
Wow.
So,
now, the winning teams will get gift certificates, is that right? Or what?
We have some different prizes for them. They don't get the baskets, but we have different prizes for them. Nothing spectacular, they're not winning $1 million, but they will get recognized, and we do have some prizes for them.
Yeah, when you put together a trivia contest like this, ladies, you think of so many things you can do. And Catherine, you worked hard to get all of these. I mean, you had to make phone calls to get all the tickets and everything lined up. And
made phone calls, but more than that, just put stuff in the mail.
Sure.
I think that was the biggest thing. And then you'd be surprised at how many people do their stuff online too, where you just have to make the donation requests online and see what you can do from there, and so that kind of made it easy. But it takes a few minutes, but it's worth it with what we've received so far, and we're still receiving items that we were requested back in April or whatever. So we're hoping to be able to even add a couple more in the next few days.
People that's never been to Chicago before, they would love that trip. If you've never been to Memphis before, down to Memphis Redbirds to see
that's a great.
Oh, it's a great atmosphere down there.
It's a great atmosphere. We have 4 tickets, so a nice family package. It's a great atmosphere, family atmosphere, right there in the middle of right there, real close to Beale Street and all that. And I've been down with my family before, and just a really nice trip to take. And then if you've got a free night at the Drury Inn, it kind of takes the sting out of driving 5 hours to Memphis.
That's right, and you're close to all the barbecue that you want down on Memphis on Beale Street.
You can go to Graceland the next day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can make a weekend of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, wow, that's great, guys.
I should have gotten tickets from Graceland. I didn't even think about that.
Hey, it's still not too late, though. But yeah, this is a big event, and it goes to help fund Kingdom Kids last year, because Pat, you don't really realize how much work you guys have to put in to prepare each year, because you got to come up with activities for the kids to do, and then you're feeding them afterwards.
Right,
so
and we're feeding them a snack every day.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing is, one of the things that we've stand firm on is the fact that we're trusting God to provide what we need for this ministry.
Sure.
We're not taking government grants, any type of money from the government to fund this. So we're trusting that the money's there when we need it. So this fundraiser is, the kickoff for us. And it covers, we have expenses at the beginning of the year. We have to pay insurance and things like that we,
big ticket items.
Big ticket items that we do at the beginning of the year, and this helps fund that. And we fund, legal fees and things that we have to do to keep our corporation going. We are a nonprofit, a tax exempt, tax deductible.
Yeah.
Right.
So when people do make donations to us, they are tax deductible as well. So all of that's just, that's all the paperwork side of it. And that gets expensive after a while too. And so we use the money, we start off with that. And then throughout the year, we finished this past year in the black. We were very thankful for that. As we went along, money came along all year long. Whenever we needed something, there was the money. And it just worked out. And we do actually pay staff that come in and actually work. Catherine and I both are there, but we're freebies. I don't know how to really say that. We're volunteers.
Volunteer, there you
We're
go.
volunteers. But we do have some paid staff that comes in. So we have to cover that salary and stuff. And we are providing, a good 3 hours a day of services to families. So we want to have good people in there for us. And that's why we have paid staff as well. But
we also have volunteers.
We do have volunteers too, yeah. We wouldn't run without our volunteers. I think we counted one day. I think we have 7 volunteers a day on top of the paid staff that we had. So.
Right.
Now, people probably think, well, that's probably just for Fairfield grade school and but no, it's for any outlying school in the area, right?
We'll take anybody. But, Jasper buses their kids in, and New Hope buses their kids in, and we would take Jeff if they would want to bus their kids. Whatever would work, we would do that. We have one parent that drops his child off and then comes back and gets her. So, we'll do it any which way works the best for the parents. But, the Center Street kids can walk over, and it just works out really, really well. And we were blessed this year with several churches that provided food for us also, and that made it a lot easier for us just in the preparation portion of it. And so we were very blessed by that, and would encourage anybody that wants to think about that to contact us.
Right. And we did have we had some individuals that cooked for us as well, where they would just bring in on a certain night, that would be their night, they would bring in something for us. If that's what's in their heart, then that helps us out too. It doesn't always have to be financial.
Right.
It can be bringing in food or bringing in snack. Give us a donation of, we went through a lot of graham crackers and animal crackers and goldfish and
probably a lot of Kool-Aid too.
No, water.
Oh, water.
We're water drinkers.
Gotcha. Water drinkers. There you go.
There's a reason for that.
There is a reason for that.
Sugar high. There you go.
Well, it's actually the mess.
Yeah.
We have a lot of little guys that can't seem to not spill. So we went with water. That's the easiest cleanup for us.
That's a good idea.
But that really, they were fine with that. We never really after a few days, they kind of forgot that we started out with Kool-Aid.
Yeah, we started out with lemonade, but then it just was too much to try to keep clean and not sticky.
Yeah. Well, this is a great program because, a lot of, like I mentioned, a lot of parents work and they don't want to bring a babysitter into the home, maybe just for a few hours.
Right.
And this is a great way to, after school, they can come there, safe environment, and you're going to be with them. You're going to have activities for them. You're going to help them with their homework. And, people are going to be curious to how can they get involved? How can they get their children involved for next year?
Well, they can call either Pat or I. My phone number is 599-1158, and Pat's phone number is 516-3126. Or they can call the First Baptist Church and they'll get them in contact with us. But if they would call us, we can get them the forms and get them in the mail and no problem.
Now it will start up when school begins again.
School starts back.
Probably the Monday of school.
Yeah.
They a lot of times will go on Friday for just a few hours. We won't cover that, but the first full day of school will start.
Wow, that's so awesome that you have this program because it does help so many families out, and you're probably getting feedback that you're probably finding out just how much it's beneficial to the parents.
It is. It's beneficial in more ways than what we thought because we kind of thought in homework help, a lot of that is us just saying sit down and do your homework. In some cases, we brought in special tutors that worked with certain kids that needed specific things. Just different. The needs are a little bit different, and sometimes, for the kids that came in from the outer schools, they didn't get as much homework help because by the time they'd get there, it would be, an hour later,
right?
And the kids didn't want to do it either. And that was a little bit different. But for the kids that were, that were in there, and we started our day with homework, and that's been I think was a interesting way that. We got a lot of feedback on that from parents of, just thankful that, especially for little kids, all they have to do is maybe read, but even you're surprised how much time that takes away when they get home because they just, they're ready to move on to other things. And this way, when they get home with their families, after they've got their homework out of the way, a lot of that stress is gone. And it's like, okay, we can just sit down and we can do something together, or we can, because a lot of families, most families picked up their kids by 5 or 5:30, especially with younger kids. So just the ones that usually worked late, and we ended up feeding, between 20 to 25 most nights, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So, but that's still a significant number of people that are still working late. But it just, I think you just saw that the relief it gave to parents. So that was what, that was the best part of it for us, was really to see that feedback of just, they were relieved that their kids had somewhere to be. And I was even talking to one parent last night at our vacation Bible school, and she was talking about just having somebody who makes sure that my kid got across the street and got a snack was just, for them, just a big deal.
So important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just seems small to us because it's just like, that, those are our, easy days when
Right. Sure.
Not as many kids and just a lot, I don't know, just some days were more heavily attended than others, but we had consistently 50 to 60 kids a day, and sometimes up to 70.
It's a big jump from North Side to Center Street. You don't really think about it being such a big jump from 3rd grade to 4th grade, but it really kind of is, because now to get home you're crossing pretty major highways.
Sure.
Highway 45 or Main Street, Highway 15, those kind of things. And so I think for those parents that their kids had gone to North Side, now they were at Center Street, it seemed to be especially, what's the word I'm looking for? They were especially anxious about how they were going to take care of their kids after school, and not really wanting them to cross by themselves, not really wanting them to be completely by themselves. They're just 4th graders and that kind of thing. So I think that was good. And we also had some feedback from teachers that really felt like that kids had benefited from the homework help that we had. We had good homework help.
Wow, and that's good to hear the feedback from the teachers, because that gives you something to build on down the road.
Right.
Okay, this is great because you're having an effect on their life, and it's helping not only the kids but the parents, because they don't have to worry about it whenever it's time to go home and do homework.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, by 6 o'clock, you're pretty much done. I mean, everybody's pretty much just done and ready to not have to. And a lot of kids still have ball or wrestling or whatever comes next. Sure. They dance. And so, now I'm going to go on, I'm going to go do dance, and then I'm going to get home at 7 or 7:30, and I still have to do homework. Well, now at least the homework is done, and they can have that few minutes to actually be a family.
Sure. And that's what the Trivia Night's going to be all about, is to help support this awesome Kingdom Kids. And it's all going to start at 5 o'clock on Saturday, June 20th. Give us a rundown again, ladies, of what's going to happen when people get there that day.
When people get there, we're going to actually have, we'll start off with our supper. It'll be just kind of an open from 5 to 6. You come in anytime and eat. We'll have the auction items out people can look at. And then we're also going to be having, for people who aren't familiar with what we're doing, we also have a slideshow that will be going on that will be showing the kids and some of the activities and different things we're doing. Because we've did, to sit here and describe, I mean, we did a lot of different things with kids.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of different things. Some stuff we kind of even forget about till you go back and see pictures. Oh, I remember that day. Yeah. But they'll be able to see that. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll sit down and we'll divide up the trivia teams. And we'll start the trivia, and we'll do the auction items. Will be like between the rounds of trivia while we'll score in the sheets. We'll have the items up for sale at that particular time. And then, last year we had leftover barbecue that we auctioned off as well. So if we don't have that may be something we have this year as well. So you never know what we're going to have to auction off.
Right.
And that probably went well, didn't it?
It actually did really well.
It really did. It was really quite funny watching them auction off the meat.
Wow.
Yeah. And we'll use Bryce, who works with us at the health department.
Sure.
He'll be our MC. He'll be our auctioneer. And he has a way of getting the last penny out of people. And we're looking forward to that. But it's just going to be a fun night. And we'll just, we'll do the trivia. And like I said, last year we had people just watch trivia, and sit back and see how many questions they knew. And hopefully they saw that they knew a lot more than they thought they did. And like I said, I've made a really big effort this year to try and make it fun. The categories are fun, things that I had never thought about before.
I think people will really enjoy it.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to it, and we're looking forward to just bringing people out and just being able to show them just the smiles on the kids' faces. And some of our families that came to Kingdom Kids are going to be there. I'm not sure if they're doing trivia or not, but they are going to come eat and just be around. So, that people can kind of see that and see the first, see firsthand the impact that we've had on some of these lives.
Sure.
And,
right.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will encourage people to donate more. And, that's what we're looking for. And we're just, like I said, just keep going back to the fact that, God has blessed His ministry beyond what we even thought we could do. And He just will continue to do that. And thankful for everyone who does, put it in their heart to do something for us. And
He's blessed the ministry with the awesome items to be auctioned off,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
people can come and bid on them and watch the trivia.
Yep.
And you're looking for teams of 8 to 10 people. And how can they get a hold of you guys to sign up if they want to get a team together? What do they need to do?
They can call me at 599-1158.
I've got your number memorized.
Probably all of Wayne County does. But, they can call me, and we can get that. We can get them set scheduled and on the ball. And again, if they need to, if they can't remember my name and my phone number, they can call the church, and the church will get a hold of me.
Yeah. And you don't have to pre-register. I mean, it just kind of gives us an idea so we know how many tables to have ready. But, if you wake up Saturday morning and think, oh, wow, I think I could do trivia today. I feel really smart today.
Yeah.
Or an hour before.
Yeah. Just show up. And definitely, like I said, just come out and join us for the food and for the fellowship and just the opportunity we have to show the way that God's blessed us in this ministry. Like I said, we love to talk about it. We love to show and see that, like I said, we have some artwork that kids have done that we have, and
they'll be on display.
You can see some
artwork.
Could do that, you could see just kind of some of the stuff, and we were just, it was a great year, and we're looking forward to next year, but we just kind of need to start.
Yep. Sure, and this is a perfect start, and it all begins Saturday, June the 20th, First Baptist Church in Fairfield. And the trivia auction and food beginning at 5, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, ladies, thanks for coming in today and talking about Kingdom Kids and Trivia Night, giving us an update of what's taken place this year. And again, 5 o'clock, you know how to get a hold of Catherine if you want to put a trivia team together. 599-1158.
It's on the website as well. I think it's on your website.
It's on the website.
Contact information is on there.
Yeah. It's on our community and Christian event calendar.
Well, and then also we have a website, which is right now fairfield.org, and the phone numbers would be on that too.
All right. Yeah, that's how you can get a hold of them, put a team together. You heard about the door prizes and or the auction, the items to be auctioned.
Right.
And it's going to be an awesome night, ladies.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, Pat and Catherine this morning.
Thank you.
Coming in and talking about Kingdom Kids and their trivia auction and food night that's coming up on Saturday, June 20th at First Baptist Church in Fairfield.